um, since the beginning of time, we unlimited souls, we have been transmigrating through 8,400,000, as in the picture, species of life. So, if I hurt a calf, then I have to become a calf in my next life. So, not to make excuses, but that calf that was taken away and murdered took away a calf in his human life and murdered him. So, we want to save everybody. That's why I know you're going to have a hard time.
Well, I am, because we kill more animals in 1 year than humans have existed in all.
Sorry?
We kill more animals in 1 year than humans have ever existed.
You're just saying right now, you're speaking right now,
yeah.
That calf was a worm. He was a human. He was a demigod from heaven. He was an ant. He was a giraffe. He was everything. For one moment in time, considering the beginning to the end of time, he's a calf. And the reason he's a calf who gets murdered, because some calves don't get murdered, they get loved. The reason he was a calf who got murdered is because he murdered a calf. So he has to suffer that. It's called the law of action and reaction. After he dies, he's going to get his next life, and if he's destined to suffer in his next life, he will. Or he'll, if somehow or other he's in a species where he's hearing the Hare Krishna mantra and given prasadam. Like when I was in Miami a few years ago, there was a river right outside our temple, and I was throwing prasadam to it, knowing that those fish are going to take a human birth and become a devotee in his next life. So it isn't that devotees are without compassion, but we just see things different than the vegans, and I think that we see it in a larger scale. Let's take that one little calf. He was millions of things before. He's going to be millions of things again. And that moment of the calf being murdered is because he murdered a calf. Believe it or not, that's what we believe, and that's why we do what we do. I knew you were going to have a hard time with it.
Well, because I'm just trying to think, it doesn't make sense to me, because more calves have been murdered than humans have ever existed, and humans
Wait a minute. Humans have existed since the beginning of time.
Yeah, but we kill more
in
animals.
different planets. Wait, that's another thing.
Okay.
Let's think a little larger. You're thinking of one little planet, the Earth, and you've done a good study of the Earth, granted. But there's innumerable. Innumerable means there's so many.
So the calves could have lived somewhere else on a different planet.
Did.
So they're not necessarily from here.
Not.
So that's why numbers aren't making sense to me.
Exactly. So let's go universe, okay?
So when you say you hurt the calf and you take the calf, did you literally do it or did you cause it? Like
me?
No, when you said that the calf is suffering in that position,
he could have been a slaughterhouse. He could have been one of those slaughterhouses.
See, I look at them as victims.
Who?
The slaughterhouse workers.
They are victims. And that is also their karma, because they did something in the past that made them victims of becoming workers at a slaughterhouse, and they don't even realize what they're doing, because they don't see that the calves and cows are alive. They just see them as things. I've watched those movies. I've watched the movies
they have to
of
see
the elephants
things,
being whipped in order to be trained for the circus. I've watched the movies where the little chickens get their things cut off so they don't peck each other to death in that closed cage. I've seen it. I'm aware of that. I'm just asking you to see, because you're an intelligent girl, otherwise you wouldn't have got that brilliant kid, is to see, now you see that much, and that's great. I'm asking you to come larger.
No, I understand.
We learned,
maybe not all the way.
Not all the way. We learned in school, you went to the same American schools that I did, we learned that there's only 9 planets. And this is the only planet that has life.
Not true.
Not true.
Yeah.
What we learn in the scriptures is that there's uncountable planets in every universe, and every planet has life. Even on the sun there's life. Not only that, we also learned in school, and it was drummed into us, that there's only one universe. We learn in our scriptures that there are innumerable, uncountable material universes. Beyond that, there's a whole spiritual world. So that little calf that you're seeing at that one little moment has been in millions of universes, in millions of planets, doing millions of sinful things, and also good things.
Mm-hmm.
So he got his bad result as a calf who got murdered. Whatever good he did, just like, let's say, in an office, like you and your son are big animal rights activists, and I laud that. That's fabulous. So in your offices, you have accountants, and the accountant, right? You must have an accounting system.
No, we don't.
Monies that come in.
We don't get any money.
Let's forget that.
We're always broke.
Let's forget that. In an office, in companies, they have accounting systems. And if it's a good accountant, they keep all the accounts of their losses and gains.
Yeah.
Similarly, God, Krishna, has accountants who are a lot more expert than the accountants in this world. And they keep account. Okay, this soul, he did 25 sins. He did 30 good things. And like that. So he'll get 30 good bursts and 25, I'm really simplifying it,
I know.
and 25 bad bursts. Or in one life, he'll have 30 good things happen to him and 25 bad things happen to him. This is an exact account of why people suffer. Why do people suffer? Why does one bug get squashed by somebody just walking or by a car driving over it?
Yeah.
A little bug, what did he do? He squashed somebody in his past life. Let me show you something. I wish Vrindavan was here. I want to show you this. I want to show him this. This is one of the okay.
I just don't understand why milk is, like, dairy's being excused, because it almost seems like by that logic, everybody should just eat all the animals to save them in the next life.
No, because Krishna, here's the answer. Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita, which is our main scripture, if anyone offers me a leaf or a fruit or a flower or water, then I accept and eat it. He doesn't say if you offer me meat. So why do we offer the cow? Because Krishna himself drinks milk. Because he loves the cows, as I said. And the cows, and he takes water, and he just so loves the cows, and they go and lick him, and they give him milk even when he doesn't ask for it. They'll squirt him with milk, and it's a different world. It's not, this world is a perverted reflection. This world that we're in, that we think is real, is a perverted reflection of the real world. It's another world. That's why you're having a hard time.
I'm having a hard time with just it's breast milk. So, like, I can't get past it. There's not really anything that, like, one person, or I don't know what to call Krishna. Am I?
God.
God, okay. So, yeah, I can't get past it.
That's what?
Him drinking breast milk and then everybody thinking it's okay to do it.
The calves get all the milk. And then the milk, the cows there want to give Krishna their milk because they think that they're Krishna's mother.
But I don't feel like that means that everybody else should drink it.
I agree. I agree with everything that you say.
Why are they drinking it?
I'm a vegan.
I know, but then why is everybody else drinking it?
I can't say everybody else. I can only say the devotees.
Yeah.
Their philosophy is that cow whose breast milk was taken, and I also, for health reason, I'll never have
like
the store-bought milk, because I know it has blood in it. I know it has
antibiotics.
Antibiotics in it. I know it's total poison. It has pus in it. I know all about that. I'm just asking you, because you are an intelligent young girl, to, like, let's go a little further. The spiritual world has nothing to do with this material world. You know what a perverted reflection is? Let me tell you. If you have a tree on the land, then the tree is reflected in a muddy river. In the muddy river, everything is upside down. The roots are up, the branches are down, and everything is made of mud, right? Muddy water. So, wow, there's a fruit. Oh, it's just muddy water. Wow, there's a flower. Oh, it's just muddy water. This is not the real world.
This is the muddy water.
This is the muddy water world.
It sure is.
This body that you think is yours, it's, what is it? It's pus, blood, stool, and urine. It's dust. Dust thou wert, dust thou beast. You have an entirely different existence, the real you. Are you those pants?
No.
Now what if you were so insane that you thought that you were those pants? Then at every moment of the day, you're going to think, oh no, now I'm being whirled around in a washing machine. Oh, now I'm being ironed and I'm so hot, I'm burning to death. What insanity. So we believe from our scriptures that anybody who thinks he's the body is also insane. Because what is the body? It's dust. So there's
it's just your soul.
It's the soul is the real thing, and that's who we go for. So we go for the soul of the cow, the soul of the cow. Here. So if a Brahmin, somebody from a higher caste, goes and rapes girls and stuff like that and has illicit sex and things, then he has to go to a hell where he has to embrace a hot, molten iron girl. Not a live girl, but just made of hot, molten iron. At the same time, he gets whipped by the constables of the god of death. If he drinks liquor, then he has to drink hot, molten liquor in his hell. And after that, he takes animal species. Then he goes into animal's life, worm's life. One who is so proud of his wealth, and he's so stingy and everything. Then he has to go to a hell where he gets sown length and breadth. There's one more.